Welcome back to Tortoise Education. This is Ed. Today I'm going to be talking about SHLL. So this company here has been on my radar for quite a bit, somewhere around mid last week, and I did see a run. But here's why I think this company is worth a DD. Even though I do have a little bit of mixed feelings related to the technical analysis, I'm more doing a bit more of a full round DD for this company. So first of all, I think this company has great potential for the EV truck market. As I will show you a presentation here a little bit in a couple of minutes here. But first things first, I'm going to be taking a quick look to see the growth that it has seen. So we can see that it has received continuous growth for a while, seen the March dip and recovered quite quickly. It has a run that I think is around 250% upwards. So a lot of people might think, well, this run is over. But here's why I think it's not. So let's take a quick look into 5 days 1D. You can get to see that the price is a little bit too high for this. The technical analysis for this, for average directional index, is too high. William percent R is overbought. Momentum is a lot higher than what I'd like it to be. But the average is around the 10 SMA and the 30 EMA. 10 SMA is above the 30 EMA, so it looks good. The stock is still considered cheaper, it's still considered more expensive than the 50 SMA and the 200 SMA onto the 1 month, 1 day. But this is one of the stocks that, well, 200 SMA is not even finding out because it's a bit more expensive than that. But here's why I think this company might have a future, and I'll tell you when I would think to buy it. So you can see that MACD here is decreasing, so it might receive a pullback on Monday. So that is good news for me here. Going in towards the news, there's a merger and acquisition that is happening somewhere on Q3, and the new bylaws that is introduced by California that mandates that all new trucks and vans are supposed to be electric by something like 2024. So let's take a quick look into, first of all, the trend line here. So we can see the trend line for at least the last week has been positive. And has been moving forward for in terms of the current movement. Now I'll give you what my entry point would be for this stock after just going quickly through the presentation here. So they're merging with another company called HYLN, and they're both EV trucks manufacturers and other different BEVs, and I'll go into that in a second. So they're in the market for ERX, BEV, and FCEV, and I'll show you why this stock I feel is a little bit better than Nikola for a reason. So they do everything from softwares to the entire, basically, two solutions in one. And then going down here, you can get to see a little bit of comparison for what the company has to offer. So we can see that the price is more than half what Nikola would actually offer, and still significantly below than what Tesla would offer. So that's good news for me, because one more thing I want to look at is that they have a production date for the for the Hypertrucks ERX at 2021. If you remember, Nikola is around 2023, and Nikola has seen its massive jump once it was discovered. Tesla is 2021, but the cost is a lot cheaper for the Hypertrucks ERX. Now they do have currently a hybrid electric car. Truck. And why I think a hybrid one is more important for the time being is, if you look at when hybrids first rolled out in cars, they weren't as popular as normal cars. But once there was a push for electrical vehicles, hybrid became much of a normal thing where a lot of cars have them. So this technology is really good, though, and it's still currently cheaper than its diesel partner. So it's coming in at a very competitive cost. The electric truck would be even cheaper than the hybrid, so that's amazing. They also have 1,000 pre-orders to be sent out, and I'll show you that in a second here. What else is there in this presentation? So we can get to see that basically the payload capacity is a lot more than Nikola and a lot more than hybrid. The range as well is around 1,300 miles, which is very important for truckers too, right? 1,300 miles sounds a lot better than the 750, and it's almost 3 times as Tesla. Now, the refuel or charging time is considered at around, I believe, 10 minutes, which is considerably amazing in terms of things like rest stops and whatnot. So there's a good future for this stock. If you're holding Nikola for long term, you need to consider this as well. Taking a quick look, you can see the target customers are ones with massive fleets: Amazon, FedEx, Walmart, They all have massive trucks, and you can get to see a little bit of the comparison here. So you can get to see where they stand and where Nikola stands. Now, HYLN and SHLL are both merging together, so that's good news for us. Going in forward a little bit, we get to see a bit more of what their solutions is with cloud connectivity. So they're trying to go on with sensors, they're trying to go with advanced algorithms. So they're trying to basically shape up the future of what the EV industry for trucks would look like. So all in all, the presentation was solid, but now I want to go on to what would be my entry point, because I would really not like to go around until the all-time high. So I myself, looking just initially at this company, I feel that it is one of the really good companies that I would consider in terms of at least perhaps one of the long-term ones. So taking a quick look here, I'll probably try to get somewhere within closer to the bottom of this channel. So what I'm looking for is a pullback in the market that would dip it before it jumps out. Now Nikola had around 600% jump, right? And before that, before their merger, they also had a jump too. So what I'm thinking here, the merger is around Q3. So this would be at least a good hold for few months, for instance, for me. Now what I'm trying to look for is somewhere around $18 to the $20 range. Since there's no supports really, well, the current support would be probably sitting around $20, so I would really consider getting it around there. The current support would be sitting somewhere around $17.54, which is something nice as well for me to get. So that's basically the range I want to get, is either the next support or the one after that. Now let's try to take a quick look into Fibonacci retracements as well. And I'm gonna draw it here just quickly for a sec. Okay, so 17.99 and above, that's above the channel. So I would consider picking up at the Fibonacci retracements supports, which you can get to see they're very close. So 17.38 is very close to 17.99, so that's the range I would consider my second buy-in. But my first buy-in would probably somewhere be around $19, as that seems to be both a Fibonacci retracement and a support. Now, in terms of long term for the stock, I do find a lot of potential for it. As I said, in terms of different regulations coming in, their merger and the hybrid. So it's one of the stocks that I would, if I look at the technical analysis, I would think you're crazy. But I've seen what happened to Tesla, I've seen what happened to Nikola. Once this gets discovered, this might be a really nice hold. But what I'm looking for is a pullback, because that massive jump is not something where I want to be a part of. So you can get to see it does receive a pullback after a jump, and then you can try to swing it. So I'll wait on it at least for Monday or Tuesday, see if the price dips down. If it doesn't, it shoots up to $100, then I did miss it and there's other opportunities. But if it somehow goes down, then I would definitely consider buying it. That's been my own DD. Make sure to do your own. Comment down below what you think about this company. Like, share, and subscribe. Have a good day.